Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, A Little Geek, A Little Chic. Today, we're going to talk about the books that I want to read in the month of November. So, grab yourself your beverage of choice, and let's talk books. Okay, so in the month of November, I plan to read, I would say 7 books, maybe 8. It might be wishful thinking, but that's kind of what we have going on right now. So I'm going to go through these for you guys. I'm not going to take too long on each one, but we'll start with the digital copy that I have downloaded on the Kobo, and that is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. This is book 2 of a cozy romance sort of town vibe book series. Started off with Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I thoroughly enjoyed and loved that book on all the characters. It gave me all the Gilmore Girls vibes. It gave me everything that I wanted for the month of October. And I'm just going to adjust this. So sorry if you heard a little scratchiness here. I don't want it to hit my necklace and give you guys some weird sounds. There we go. That's probably better. So yeah, that book was great. The second book I have on my Kobo, I can't wait to read it, and it's still kind of like a fall vibe book, so I want to get that in. Please disregard the dog again. She's just full of energy, and we got her fixed, and so she hasn't had an outlet to like run around and be outside like a crazy dog, and this is what she does. So my apologies if you can hear her. So that book I'm going to get into the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore because it's kind of still got fall vibes. The next one is a Christmas one in the series, and I definitely want to read Cinnamon Bun Bookstore and then go on to like the Christmas Tree Farm, I think is what it's called, and I'm here for it. So to add to that, I have a YA novel that's new this year, and it's called Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, and it's about a girl whose mother owns a local coffee shop. And across the street, a chain coffee shop has decided to move in. And there's a new boy at school, and he has her attention, and she thinks he's cute, and there could be something there until she finds out that his parents own the chain coffee shop. So, it kind of reminds me of, do you guys remember, was it Tweet Cute? I read that book a few years ago about the rival, like a grilled cheese company and a burger company, and they were rivals, and they like had an online fight it out kind of thing through tweets, and that was adorable. And this one kind of gives me those kind of vibes. So I'm here for it. I'm excited. It's YA. I'm not going to take it too seriously. It should be a fast read. I've already started it, and so far it's a little slow, but I like the characters, and it reads like a YA. So I just have to get myself into the mindset that it is a YA so I can enjoy it fast and not feel bad. Next, I have one more romance on here, and it's The Weeds by B.K. Borison. This is the second book to the Love Light Farms quad. I think it's a 4-book series now, and I read the first book last year and thoroughly enjoyed it. It was everything. I can't wait to pick this up. It gives me fall vibes because of the colors and the plaid, and it's centered around the farmhand, which the other book was centered around the people who own, like the girl who owns the Christmas tree farm and her best friend. And this influencer comes to town as part of the story from the first book, which you know about, but there's something potentially that between these two. So this is the book where we find out what that is, and I'm very, very excited to pick this one up. So this one, actually, I'm going on a plane and this one might come on the plane with me to Toronto. I am going to see Miss Taylor Swift in all her glory, and I'm so excited, you guys. So I am taking a plane to Toronto, and I'm either going to bring Cinnamon Bun Bookstore on my Kobo, which I might, because then I have options. If I'm not feeling it, I can read something else, but or this. So that's kind of my vibe right now. Next on the list is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. This is centered around two college roommates who decide to test the theory of EOs, extraordinaries, is the full term, people who have a near-death experience and potentially gain powers. It works well, and you start the story off knowing that they are no longer friends and they are now rival enemies, and we try to like figure out why. Excited to get to this. I do really like V.E. Schwab's writing, and I have quite a backlist of her stuff to get to, so I'm going to start with this guy and hopefully read the second one also. I believe I might own the second one, or I might not. It might have to be purchased if I finish this and I really like it and want to go to the next one. Next up, we have The Wishing Game. This is I don't know if it's a literary fiction or what you'd call it. It's not super long. It's about a lady who is a teacher, and there is a child in her class that she is very fond of, and this child is up for adoption. And she would like to adopt the child, but adoption is expensive, and she may not have the funds to go forth with the adoption. So she gets a letter in the mail at some point, or is notified about this game where an author that she really enjoys is putting out his last novel in a series, and whoever wins this game that he's inviting people to, they get to the rights to publish this and like pick who publishes it and gets the rights and the money from the last book. So she decides that if she can go and win this game, then she can potentially have the life she wants with the boy who she would love to adopt. And so it sounds like a great book of like found family, but also potentially like a game. We like games, maybe some dark academia vibes in there. And I'm here to see what it's all about. So we're going to test this one out. This one is by Meg Schaefer. Never read anything by this author, but it sounded intriguing, and my in real life IRL book club is actually reading it this month as well. So this one I definitely have to finish. And then last on the list for new reads that I would like to read, not new, but new to me, like haven't started, is Bookshelves and Bone Dust. So this is Travis Baldry's second book. It is a prequel to the first book, which was, oh my goodness, it's escaping me. Legends and Lattes. There it is. Holy cow. I love that book so much. And there's not a ton of fantasy and fighting. The stakes aren't high, is what I should say. The stakes aren't high in these, but there is some bits of anarchy or something they have to solve, and sometimes there's some fighting, but it's not generally like what you get in a tome of a fantasy novel. This one is set around our main character, who opens the latte coffee shop in the first book, but it's a prequel to this happening. She's been injured in action, it sounds like, in her battle, and she has to take some time off and stumbles upon this bookstore. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. This world has me wrapped around its little orc finger, and I am here for it. So it's not really little. The orc's huge. Giant orc finger, and I'm here for it. Last, I also have to read part 2 of 11/22/63 by Stephen King. This is a buddy read I'm doing with Kim over at Bookshelf Bunny. We also have another one to buddy read at some point in the colder months here when we're both into fantasy. But this one we have started. I am one part in, and it's starting to get a little bit, I'm starting to get a little bit intrigued now that we've gone through. It is a Stephen King. There is a lot of description, a lot of backstory, a lot of character content, and I know that this character is going to go into a time rift, and I know that he has to be in the time rift for years before it actually gets to the year in question, that is the title year, and try to stop this JFK assassination. And so I know that it's going to be a lot of detail and a lot of storytelling, because he's going to be in there for years. before it gets to this part. So I got that going for me. So part 2 has to get read. I might download this one on my Kobo as well, just to make it easier to tote around with me and read here and there, because it's a large book to lug around. If I really get into it, I'll do that. But right now it's just an at-home weekend, pick it up and read it. But that is it for me, guys. That is the books that I want to read in the month of November. I do plan on picking up a few more as I get them from my local library. Some may be Christmassy in theme, but hopefully those come at the end of the month so I can do them in December when I'm feeling more Christmassy, towards the end of November, early December. But I cannot promise that my wrap-up will not contain any Christmassy content, and I cannot promise that they won't contain stuff that is not on this current list, because if I get stuff from the library or something just grabs me, I am a mood reader first, and if it keeps me reading, I will pick it up. But that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you guys soon with another video. I think it's going to be a haul for you guys for the fall. I did some damage over the fall, but not as much as normal, so yay me. And I will come at you with that, so I'll see you guys soon with another video.